Hey, Gordon, thanks for speaking with us today. Clearly, the season didn't necessarily end on the terms you wanted to with that injury and then never really making it back on the court. Just kind of your overall impressions of your first year in Charlotte and kind of how you think the team managed to kind of hang with it these last few weeks with a bunch of guys down.
Yeah, definitely disappointing. Very frustrating with everything that happened towards the end here. I felt like we were in a really good place before I got injured, and it's always tough to have to sit there, as I know, seems like better than anyone the last couple of years. But I think that we are headed in the right direction. I had a tremendous I have a tremendous amount of respect for JB and for the staff. I thought they did a great job this year. It was fun playing basketball, and I'm really excited about where we can go from here. I think that we had our ups and downs this year. We beat some of the best teams in the league. We lost some teams we probably should have beaten. But like I said, I think we're headed in the right direction. I like where we're going. And, I think it's going to be a great offseason for me, for a lot of the other guys too, a chance to really attack this offseason and be ready to go. I think it was obviously just a difficult year as far as COVID. I mean, here we are still having a Zoom call. So a difficult year for you guys as well, not being able to see us face to face and get all the questions in that you guys would like. But yeah, I think it was still a great year. And like I said, we're headed in the right direction.
Thank you, Gordon.
Rick?
Gordon, at this point, how is your foot? And do you think they'll need to do anything over the summer regarding that beyond just regular therapy?
Yeah, I mean, each day it's getting better here now. It was kind of projected for me like 6 to 8 weeks, and 8 weeks will be this Friday, I think. So it just is unfortunate, the timing of the whole thing. But there won't be anything. Like I said, I'm gonna have the ability to have a great offseason and really get the training in that I want to get in, and be ready to go by the time next year. So I'm almost there right now. So it's just like the last few things that I gotta kind of get better. But there's not gonna be anything lingering at all. I mean, I'll be ready to go for sure.
Will?
Gordon, I guess, how frustrating is it to have kind of gone through this period of time? You said the timing was unfortunate, but just knowing that you couldn't help the team, but you obviously were trying everything you could to get back. How frustrating was that?
Yeah, it sucks. It's one of the hardest things to do as an athlete, is to sit there on the sideline and feel like you can help, but you're just not physically able to. And like I said, something that I've certainly dealt with over the past 2 or 3 years here. And it's good that on the one hand, I've been through much worse. And I'm not worried about this one at all. Like I said, I'll be ready to go. And I'm gonna have a great off season. But it's frustrating having to sit there and kind of just watch. So very disappointing with that. But also I think it, on the other hand, it gave some guys some opportunities, that might not have been there. And those are really important for some of our young guys. You can't teach experiences. You got to just go through them. And I thought we gained some valuable experiences.
Rod?
Hey, Gordon, just wondering how much do you hope that maybe by you coming here this past off season that other guys will kind of follow your lead? Obviously, the team has to probably do a couple of roster moves this year, off season coming up. How much do you hope that maybe you coming here will kind of, get a little bit of a pathway for other people to kind of come here and follow your lead, so to speak?
Yeah. We're going to, I definitely trust Mitch and the front office and JB with what they want to do from a roster standpoint. But certainly, I think the way that we played this season turned a lot of heads and made a lot of guys, want to be a part of that. And then certainly, I'll be able to go out and try to help recruit some people too. And, tell people that we play fun basketball here in Charlotte. We move the ball. We'll be up and down fast, and it's exciting, and we got a bright future. So hopefully, some guys will want to jump on that train.
Jacob?
Hey, Gordon, just kind of thinking back to early in the season, was there a moment maybe in the first couple games or in training camp when you kind of realized just how good of a passer LaMelo was?
Yeah, definitely. You could see it in training camp with some of the plays he was making. I think I had talked about it back then. He just has a great feel for the game in general. I mean, instinctively, he just makes plays that are very impressive, and he can pass the rock for sure, and has great vision out on the court, and he'll only go better and be better from here. So it's like I said, it's fun playing with him. If you run and you're open, he's going to find you. And I think the thing about LaMelo and the thing about all great passers is that they're not afraid to have a turnover from time to time. I mean, you guys have seen the full court passes, the passes in traffic. That's something that, I don't know if you can necessarily teach that. I think sometimes you either have that or you don't, that like, I'm going to take a chance and throw this type attribute, I guess. And Melo for sure has that.
Richard?
Richard Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. Gordon, what was the biggest surprise for you for the year? Because when you came here, the playoff expectations were very limited. I mean, was it a bigger surprise to be in the playoffs or to make them with all the COVID issues, the injury issues that the team had to get through? What was a bigger surprise to you?
I think I don't think I was surprised that we made it in by any means. After playing against some of these younger guys and, knowing that Melo was coming in, I felt like I was kind of expecting us to make the playoffs, to be honest. And I think, like I said, we were right there in the mix until I got hurt and until we had some other guys go down as well. I mean, we definitely dealt with our fair share of COVID and injuries and all those stuffs, and to still be right there in the mix was good. So I'm not surprised at all. And I think we obviously have a lot of work to do. I mean, the way that we finished, and we can see where we need to be. And so all of us have to kind of buckle down this offseason and get going, but not surprised.
Sam?
Gordon, just one quick follow-up just to kind of move away from maybe sort of the injury and season-ending topic. Like, for the first 2/3 of the season, your play, I think, was exactly kind of what you envisioned when you come here to Charlotte. What do you think about, at least up until the point of the injury for you personally, how you played and what it was and how it, I guess, matched up with what you were hoping to get out of when you joined the Hornets?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had a solid year. Certainly not, I don't think, especially towards the end, I wasn't playing at my best, but I think that, like I have said multiple times here, it was fun the way we played, and I was able to get in the positions where I like to be at with the ball and making plays for others, making plays for myself. I think I'm going to have a great off season and be better than what I was this year and next year. I have a lot to work on. And so that's exciting to go into the off season and kind of have a plan of what I need to do to get better and really, really go and attack that, and also have the time to do that. We're going to have a lot of time here. And so, I mean, from a basketball standpoint, couldn't be happier that I decided to come here, and I'm excited about our future.
Thank you.
Last one, we'll go to Christos.
Hey, Gordon, hope you're doing well. What did you notice as the biggest growth of your team from the beginning of the season until now? And how optimistic you are about the next season?
I mean, I think the way that it ended, it's a little difficult to talk about our growth, but I think that through the course of the season, you could just see flashes of when we moved the ball and the way that we played defensively, being disruptive, kind of being in some passing lanes, getting stops, mixing it up between zone and man, kind of figuring out that too as a young group. I think we got way better at that as the season progressed. Just kind of knowing each other, knowing where we're going to be at. Like I said, giving teams fits with the way that we guarded, and then on the other end, the way we move the ball. It's really hard to defend when a team is zipping it around like that, and guys are sharing it, and you're snap driving and getting corner kickouts and threes and layups and getting to the line. So, if we can bottle that up and keep that approach, and then shore up some of the other things, I'm definitely optimistic about our future, like I've said. So I think it's going to be a great offseason, and ready to get after it.